Improving on a snowmobile is a very hard thing to do in this day and age. The manufacturers are already bringing us incredible snowmobiles, and in the mountains, we're going places we never thought possible. The Summit has been a huge success for Ski-Doo, taking the company and riders places they never thought possible, right off the showroom floor, with technology you would only expect to find on an aftermarket equipped sled. The past few years, since the inception of the original Rev chassis, has catapulted the Summit to incredible heights, and for 2015, prepare to go higher. In the aftermarket mountains segment, longer length tracks and deeper lugs are the standard accessory if you want to go where no man has been before. But when it comes to the manufacturers, nobody ever ventures past 163. Well, until now that is. For 2015, Ski-Doo is offering the Summit T3 package on two Summit models, a 163 with a 3-inch lug track that weighs the same as the current 154, or the newly crowned king of the mountain, the 174. Yeah, the first in the industry 174-inch long shovel will come factory equipped on the Summit T3 174 next season and also feature the 3-inch lug depth. And get this, the 174 will weigh the same as the current 163. While the lug depth is impressive, the fact that the T3 packages tip the scales at the same weight as their smaller siblings is equally as impressive, because as we all know, power to weight in the mountains means everything. But maybe more appropriately is to say power to weight to track length. I'm pretty impressed to see just how much extra flotation helps to disperse the weight of the Summit. While I would love to see the Summit go on a little bit of a diet, adding the extra length and lug without any weight penalty is not a bad option either. It's evident right away that the 174 floats like a boat. I mean, you are going to take this snowmobile places that you should not go on a 163, and you will not think twice. The difference is measurable. Where I notice both the lug and length the most is in the short approach climbs, where you're forced into a quick ascent with little room to gain track speed. Previous Summits would trench and require a lot of body English. With the 74, this is not so. For the most part, you can line it up and climb with greater ease, in many cases reducing throttle because of the incredible float, allowing you to precisely manipulate the sled and put it right where you need it. The 800 E-Tech was my biggest concern. I mean, when we heard about the T3 package, I figured that there'd be something like a 1000 E-Tech or a higher output 800 motor, but neither would be the case. But that's okay. To my surprise, the 800 E-Tech is still a beast, even when harnessed to the 174 and rotating the 3-inch lug. While more power is always acceptable, the current setup is not disappointing. Would a bigger bore, stout power plant with 25 horsepower more make it even better? Well, I can't think of a sled that I'd say no to that. But for the time being, this motor and track package is capable of making its way to the #1 position in the high-end mountain market. It's the culmination of many weight savings ventures that has allowed the Summit T3 174 to tip the scales at the same weight as last year's 63. Just like Polaris told us that ounces make pounds, Ski-Doo followed the trend and pulled weight from every location they could find to reduce weight. The new Raz 2 front end is truly more of a trail improvement in the handling department, but reduced weight, so it was adopted. The track features weight-reducing cutouts in the middle of the track, along with shorter fiberglass rods. Due to the 3-inch track lug height, the chain case was lowered to allow clearance, and the chain case received a reduction in weight, along with the new exhaust package that features an ultralight silencer. It's no surprise that the Ski-Doo and Polaris mountain sleds are in a head-to-head battle. Polaris claims that they sell more in the mountains, but so does Ski-Doo. The T3 package will significantly change the way that you ride a Summit, and no doubt put pressure on Polaris for 2015. Is the Summit as easy to sidehill as a Polaris? Well, if it's the T3 174, it's not any harder, and allows you to work slowly across the face because of the huge flotation. This will no doubt be a big step forward for the Summit riders who have complained about the sled's tendency not to stick to the hill like the Polaris. For 2015, the Summit is going to change the game. And not just out on the hill, but on the dealership showroom floor, where Ski-Doo is going to be the first and only manufacturer to ever break 163-inch track length or go past 2.5 inches of lug. They're offering an aftermarket package for significant savings. If you like this video, post a comment and tell us what you think. Then click on this link to subscribe to SnowTrax TV here on the YouTube channel.